I think that y'all must have forgotten that I am a blue haha. So let's get it to popping. We're gonna be tapping into our pure magic oracle decks. Now, I've had these for 2 years, 2 to 3 years. Autistic ADHD can't pinpoint the time frame necessarily. I just know it's been a minute, okay? I bought them when I was still at my other job. And one thing about it, and two things for sure, I was not able to I was not tapping into these cards the way I needed to tap into these cards now, okay? I just couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't Bluetooth sync up to none of this. Ugh. So I recently decided to say F it and just cross out the old definitions and like make them my own. Which for a long time I was kind of on the fence about doing, because there is a witch who created these cards and they put their kunda into this, because not only is it oracle decks, but it's also witch tips. It has certain spells, incantations, and rituals that you can find inside this book right here. Okay? It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. Love it for that. Get that alone is a reason why you should get these cards, okay? And then you do whatever you want with the rest of them. So, today, great divine mother goddess and divine ancestors of the collectives, I thank you for helping me tap in and in tune with these cards today to give a reading to the collective the way that it needs to be given. Thank you for divinely attracting the people who deserves to be a part of this reading, and thank you for keeping the karmics out of the situation and keeping them out of the fray that don't need to be hearing this. Okay. Thank you for divinely protecting me, the reading, and the people involved. Okay. Thank you. We already got it split in at allies, friends, and beginnings. Period. Okay, so what the poppin'? Okay, we got alchemy. We got herbal craft popping out of the deck. And I like to think about this as like transformation and alchemy things and stuff like that. It's not the original definition of the card, but we got destruction and movement with the Burning Man card with strength and action at the bottom. Okay, so we got home and stability at the bottom of it, with growth and expansion as well. So already at the beginning of this, simply because this card is popping out, you're transmuting energy. You're transmuting a lot of destructive forces and a lot of destructive movement. You've probably been going through tower moments and different things going on and everything. And you've been strong going through everything. Put it on that good old strength card. Put it on that good old good foot forward facing movement. You've been keeping it pushing basically and holding on to the faith. You know, they say keep faith of a mustard seed, okay? But sometimes when you're very neurodivergent and spicy, or you just that type of person, sometimes you need the faith of a little microscopic piece of atom, okay? Just something that's like that, just that tiny insignificant amount of faith. My fingers are technically touching right now, but the grooves in between each of the fingerprints on my finger is the amount of faith that you need in this lifetime. At the very least, if it can't be the faith of a mustard seed, you need the faith of a grain of rice. And if it can't be the faith of a grain of rice, then you need the faith of a microscopic atom. It reminds me of when I was in elementary school and my teacher had a petri dish. She had two students plant their finger firmly inside the petri dish and then just closed it off, tied it up and everything. So the germs that was on the fingers expanded on that petri dish. and you couldn't see any type of ounce of that. So sometimes you don't even need to see the faith. You just need to just be like, okay, I don't need to see it happening right now. You don't even need to see the faith. Just as long as God knows it's there. That's all. You know, you say a quick prayer to God. You make it do what it need to do. And you leave it alone. Okay? You leave it alone. Okay? Just give it to God. Leave it alone. Okay? That's all you got to do. Give it to God. Leave it alone. Okay? And in the meantime, you can do some meditation work or try to breathe in the process of everything, because you know you're going to consistently go through it at the end of the motherfucking day, depending on what you're going through in life, okay? Growth and expansion is a non-negotiable, honey. It is a non-negotiable. You're going to be forced to grow and expand. As long as you're alive, you're going to grow and expand, and you're going to experience different things. All of it is great. Some of it feels like it sucks. And that is okay. Because home and stability are going to come out. At the end of the day, you will be fine. At the end of the day, you will be fine. You will find your way. You will get through it. And that is just that on that. And that is just that on that. And I think that's pretty much like all we needed in this one. We also had a divine feminine coming out. Let it be what it is. Leave it alone. Okay, confirmation and stuff like that. That's really like all you need. Is the faith of a little tiny little microscopic piece of an atom. Say a prayer to God and a little microscopic piece of an atom. Say a prayer and have that little tiny microscopic piece of faith. And that's all you need.